Hey guys, what is going on? RedMaster here, and welcome back to an episode of Cards and Castles, where today we are bringing you another 3K deck list, for the January 2019 season, brought to you by Cratebrick, the same user who gave us the Holy Druid deck list. He gave me this deck list actually quite a while ago, in terms of the Mystic Druids. I've been sitting on it for quite some time, and kind of through me just playing around with it here and there and seeing how it would do. It actually did end up reaching 3K, and for quite a lot of other players too, these colors have been quite successful, pretty much following on similar concepts. I would say lists vary between players, because I don't know if he gave this list out to many other people. Not really, again, too sure about that. But today we're going to be going over the deck, checking it out, and seeing how it fares in battle. Quick disclaimer, if you guys want to see more action of this deck, because normally I try to tone it down to about like a match per vid, especially with these kind of videos, kind of save some time. If you want to check out more though, be sure to check out Cratebrick's video that I linked down in the description below, where he has assembled he's assembled more matches in a longer video for you guys to enjoy, so definitely check that out. But with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the Mystic Druid deck list. Alright, so here's the deck list for the Mystic Druids. As you can probably tell already, the main component that we're going to be using here is the Mystic Journey. And that bounces quite well with a lot of other units that you have in the deck. Things like Rat King, Beastmaster, Leanna, Yenneroth, and the Lich. There's Trent as well, but Trent more of a meme way, and I don't think a very smart way to use Mystic Journey. To support this, we obviously have some general good stuff. The Lumberjack, Blacksmith, Armory, Dancing Swords. And of course some faction specifics as well, Lightning Blade, Call for Aid, Fenrir, Bestial Rage, that kind of thing. But, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward deck list once you kind of look at it, once you see where the elements kind of connect to and whatnot. But there are, I think, two things that I want to kind of draw your attention to, and they're the 3G spells that lie within the deck, and things I just want to briefly talk about before we get into the gameplay. Because I feel like there isn't really a whole lot to explain when you're looking at the deck like this, because you can kind of see all the pieces fitting together. But the points I want to talk about are Reanimate and Sheep to the Slaughter. Reanimate, I think, is a pretty decent inclusion in here, for those of you who don't already kind of use Reanimate maybe here and there. It's one of those cards that, pretty much if you lose a unit or if you sack a unit, there's no harm in tossing 3 gold to possibly summon things like a Wraith or Horseman or Banshee. I mean, the pool for Reanimate is a pretty strong one at that. I don't feel like you're losing any sort of value when you play Reanimate, especially when you can get it off with like a couple sacked units. The rats don't necessarily work with the Reanimate, but overall, if you're using things like a Beastmaster to bring out multiple beasts, have them all sack, and then use the Reanimate, I would say that's a pretty solid win for you there. So Reanimate, definitely a strong card, and like I was told, I think before when I was first shown the deck list, you shouldn't be afraid to use Reanimate even if you're only getting 1 or 2 units off of that Reanimate, because it's not going to really hurt you in the long run. So don't be afraid to necessarily use Reanimate, even if you can only spawn about maybe 1 or 2 units, because the pool is very, very strong. And then the other card I want to talk about is Sheep to the Slaughter, like I already mentioned. Sheep, I find here as more of a personal flavor type card. I'm not doubting its strength, and it can be pretty effective when you have things like, a high attack Fenrir that, just uses that Sheep to the Slaughter to reach the castle, just barely. But I recommend Sheep to throw in if you're that kind of player who likes to use things like that. Again, more of a personal flavor type thing. Personally, I would not be drawn to Sheep to the Slaughter, but I could understand why some are. So if you don't have Sheep to the Slaughter, don't worry. You could obviously sub that out with, maybe another Dancing Swords, or maybe try to think of something else that you want to use. I almost said thonk for a minute. Something else that you might want to use in here, you definitely try to fit in. I wouldn't worry about Sheep to the Slaughter as being the must-all, be-all in the deck. It's, again, more of a personal flavor type card. I know Crate's a very big fan of it, and that's fine. I can respect that, and I'm going to try that myself, in the deck, or at least I let it be in the deck, for that reason. I wanted to kind of see how he was playing Sheep to the Slaughter and try to see if that was as effective, so... And it was pretty solid as a card. A bit difficult to use at times, though. So again, why I recommend that, again, it's not the be-all and end-all. It's not a must-include. Because, again, it is sort of that more of a personal flavor-ish card. But, you know, that being said, I think pretty much the rest of the deck is straightforward. So if there is one thing that you don't have to include, I would say that's going to be Sheep to the Slaughter. But again, you can feel free to include it at your own expense, I guess, maybe, if that's the right word. Regardless, I'm going to jump into the match right now because I think you guys want to see some more gameplay of it. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, so here we go with the match. I could probably afford to drop Fenrir. I don't really need it. Beast Rage I could probably hold on to. Rat King Mystic Journey, that right there is something that I like to see. Leanna I could do without right now, but hey, we take what we can get. We'll see how this goes. Filthy Peasant starting things off quite aggressively, but makes sense given the colors that he's using. So we'll have to accept that. I don't know if rushing it that way was a good idea per se, but hey, he's going to get some damage off, and that's fine. He also has the metal to bring out something else, I believe. Berserker, okay. Equally as aggressive, interesting. So, to counteract that, we're going to bring out our dear friend the Rat King. We'll go ahead and do this and this, and then meanwhile try to protect ourselves a little bit here. Probably leave Rat King down here just in case. He is running Warlock, so there's some burn potential right now to clear us off. We'll see if he goes for it. I doubt he has a Blaze. Well, you can't really use the Blaze, if anything. Alright, we're probably going to have to, as much as I don't want to do it, sack the Dancing Swords for this. Because honestly, there's no way I can kill off the Berserk. Oh, actually, I can't. Oh. Alright, well, that's certainly a pain in the ass. Alright, let me go ahead and do this then. I'm going to use a Mystic Journey now. Just to clear off some of this stuff. And we'll do that. Give him a little more attack, that's fine. And then we'll have to clear it out with the Dancing Swords. I forgot about the Rat King's upkeep. It's certainly a nuisance. But hey, I mean, he works well with the Mystic Journey, so we'll take what we can get. Fire Drake coming out now. Do I have... Oh, I do have enough. Cool. Actually, yeah, no, we're fine. Because I could probably do a Dancing Sword Bestial Rage next turn to clear off some of this stuff. So let's go ahead, quickly do that. And then, of course, it's a bit of an oof, but hey, we can do this. This will be useful for getting some things off of our face. And right now, the hand has really not been good to me. We see a Rat King, we see 2 Yenneroths and a Leanna. Not the best that we can be given in a match scenario, but we're going to see what we can do. Alright. Let's go ahead and throw out another Rat King. We're going to trade there, even though... I mean, I could probably do this. But then again, that's a huge waste, but to get it off of our face, we're going to need to. My only hope is he doesn't carry a Flamestorm right now, because Flamestorm essentially incinerates this entire board, and I can't play anything until turn 9, given the 2 Yenneroths and the Leanna. So, yeah, not the way I wanted to kind of bring this game to you, but we'll take what we can get. Alright, Griffin. Griffin's going to be a tough one to counteract. Especially because I have no... you see... Okay, the Reanimate, it can do some nice things, but right now, Reanimate is not doing that for me. Because of the fact that the rats are all 0 costing, and Reanimate only works with at least 1 gold unit, so... Bit of a downside there, with the Reanimate and the Rat King. Alright. Smart with the Berserker. Alright, Shield Runner as well. Shield Runner is going to be, just there. Okay, Mystic Journey could come in handy when I have a Yenneroth on the board. But right now, that is not the case. Alright, let me do this, actually. We'll do that. We'll sack the rats in preparation for more Yenoroth stuff. And then, I mean, we'll see how he advances. Ideally, I want to take out Berserker first, and then maybe a Griffin with the help of Mystic Journey. Or I could save the Mystic Journey for Leanna, because she can spawn another double Trent for our Spirit Link. Alright, that's going to push onto face. That's fine. I imagine Shieldrunner is going to come and bop us for a bit, too. More guards. He's going to see the opportunity to probably push, so he's going to take it, I imagine, which is fine. I can respect that. I'm surprised he's not throwing more stuff. Okay, no, there's a Shaman. Alright, yep. Now, a Lightning Blade would come in real handy here, but we don't have that luxury. So let's go ahead, freeze everything with our Yenoroth, and thankfully, due to this Hassan City Guard blockage, Yenoroth won't really be touched right now this turn unless he decides to burn. And right now, he's probably freaking out because all of his units are frozen. Rune Warrior comes out to probably create some kind of assist. That's not going to really work. Peasant. Alright, Lightning Blade would actually be pretty helpful here. No? Alright, it'd be very helpful if I had a Lightning Blade. Nope. We can work with this, though. We can work with this. So right now, we're going to do another Mystic Journey freeze here. We'll kill off this Rune Warrior. And then the Lumberjack goes into this Berserker. That'll do that. He does get a little bit of a buff here. I probably can get some. Alright, hold on. We're going to do this. Dwarven Miner Sacks. That's okay, because I do have this Reanimate, so we're actually going to take that approach. I'm going to do it back here, just in case. And then we'll hit that there. And then probably do that, since all of the units are frozen. Something I learned with the deck, never be afraid to use Reanimate, even if you're not getting a ton of units from it. That's still okay. You know, even if it's just 2 or 1, you never kind of lose value when you use a Reanimate, or, you know, so I've heard. So, you know, I think in this deck it's definitely okay to use a Reanimate in situations like that, where you're surely not getting a lot of units, but, you know, given at least 2 or 3, you should be fine. Heavenly Shield on a Minotaur right now. Alright, followed with a Scout. Alright, that'll probably, it's going to kill off the Yenoroth if he decides to take that. Yep, he will. That's fair. Alright, and then we're back to that. Alrighty. Oh, we could probably do this, actually. We'll go ahead and do that. We need we need that guard alive for now. Yeah, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Yenoroth, Bestial Rage, boom, boom, beautiful. And now, as you can see, we've pretty much cleaned off a lot of his advancing board, which is nice. And I doubt he's going to be able to kind of recover at this point with that one card. Alright, as I'm doing the transition, he throws out a Vampire. Vampire not going to do a whole lot to protect himself here. So, I don't know where he's going. He's going to hit the Wraith, because he can. Vampire not really getting any lifesteal off of that, though. But I guess he's kind of warming it up for when my unit becomes unfrozen. Alright. Beastmaster. That's quite a find. Let's go ahead. Let's actually bring Beastmaster out. We could probably afford to do this, I would say. We're going to go ahead. Do that. Followed by that. Ugh. I line myself up horrendously for a Lightning Blade. My daddy's going to draw it off this one card. And we do need to start pushing some damage. Because right now, we are 6 health under. So we should probably start pushing to get some kind of advantage on the board. And if he doesn't kill the Yenoroth, which he unfortunately is going to, not going to be able to get anything going with that Yenneroth. It's unfortunate, but that's fine. I still have a Wraith on face, though, and given his scenario, he's going to have to take it out with the Vampire, block with the Peasant. So we can start pushing damage. Yep, there he is, block with the Peasant. Good block, too. Avoids my Banshee getting to him. And now here's where we're going to start to, get into the sudden death. So double draw, going to be coming into play quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then probably because we can, we'll throw down Leanna. In hopes that we can pull another Mystic Journey. That'll be useful for summoning some more Trents. I'll keep you guys back there, just in case. Oh, I forgot to move the rat. I probably should move that as well. Alright, but we should start pushing. Hopefully we can. We're a little bit behind, but we'll see how he reacts. Yep, Spirit Link gonna come in handy for that reason. Yeah, there's not a whole lot that he can do. Get this miner off face. Although, to be fair, I can't really utilize my guys super well, too. Alright, Blacksmith, that's gonna come in handy. Lumberjack, not so much, seeing as how we can't get rid of the Jack. Let's go ahead, hit face here, and do a little bit of freezing action. Follow up, hit him there. Down here, rat moves all the way up, wolf right around there. That should be good. I don't really think we should throw the lumberjack out. We should be fine at this point, I think. We're catching up. We're only down by 2 health, and he's working off the draw. So this match is pretty much over. So not the cleanest match with this deck. I do understand that, but then again, when the draw gives you a Leanna and 2 Yenneroths, it's quite difficult to do much if you know, you can believe it. I mean, I guess we had the Rat King Mystic Journey stuff to help us early game. I mean, we were pretty defensive most of that game. That's okay. Alright, so 4, 8, 3. Actually, no, 4, 4, 4. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Forgot I had the Banshee down here. And that will be the end of the game. So, like I said, a bit of a rough game to showcase the deck, but that's okay. We are, of course, just showcasing after all. I did say before, if you guys want more matches, you can go ahead and check out the video down below, linked to Cratebrick's channel, where he has more of a compilation of the deck in action. So again, feel free to check that out for more gameplay. And any final note on the deck, it does run pretty well. You have probably seen it on TV. There have been quite an influx of blue-white lately, and they pretty much follow a similar structure. There's one. Oh, there's the same guy. Same guy. I mean, they have places, but you can see the numbers that this guy is at. 31. I think he lost one here, but 31. He's still in the 3100s, so not too bad of a deck. So, yeah, overall, not bad. And again, definitely recommend checking out Crate if you guys want more action, or more gameplay, I should say, of this deck. With that being said, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of 3K Decks. If you enjoyed, be sure to give this video a like, share with a friend, and comment down below your thoughts on this Mystic deck. And again, big thanks to Cratebrick for not only showing the deck, but also providing some more gameplay, again, which you can check out in the video linked below for, again, more action. And, yeah, if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Help show you part of the channel. Help us grow by clicking that subscribe button. No additional cost to you. Until next time, guys, stay gaming.